Hi, Celeste Cuffey here of Life Empowered Consulting Services, where our mission is to reach, empower, and motivate others to access and utilize their God-given talents and skills, building better families, companies, and communities globally. I am so glad that you're here today to join me. I'm so excited about this life empowerment moment. Before I get into the moment, though, I do want to share a couple of things with you. The first thing is that typically I do a Facebook Live, and as of lately, I've been trying to record the videos so that I can load them both on my website, which is www.celestecuffey.com. In addition, I would like to also add them to my YouTube channel, which is Life Empowered. So I do invite you to go out to view these if you're not seeing me on Facebook. It's not that I'm not doing, I'm just doing it a little differently. But in addition to that, I also want to thank you for sticking with me during this journey. It has been quite an honor and a blessing and a privilege to be able to serve you. And I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. Now, on to the Life Empowered moment. These 15 minutes of living life empowered. I'm actually excited to talk to you. As you know, right now, this is the playoff season. And I will be brutally honest with you. I am not traditionally a basketball fan, but there is one particular basketball player that has captured my attention. And he may have captured your attention as well. And his name is LeBron James. What I want to do, though, for you on today is just to share with you a few of the stats that I came across regarding him. And then this is going to take us very nicely into the Life Empowered moment, okay? So some of the stats that I found is that he is a 3 times NBA champion. He is a 3 times final MVP. He is a 14-time NBA All-Star. He is multiple-time NBA scoring champ. He is a 2 times a Sports Person of the Year based on Sports Illustrated. And I'm sharing that with you because this is just a snippet. This is just a small segment of accomplishments that this gentleman has achieved in his 33 years of living. Did I mention that he is only 33 years old, but he has done some phenomenal things, not only on the court in terms of basketball, but in addition to that, outside of the court in the terms of communities. He has been absolutely phenomenal. So now what does all of that have to do with the Life Empowered moment for today? Well, let me tell you. He is who he is, and he is known as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And why is he known as the GOAT? Because he is good at what he does. But why is he good at what he does? It's because he takes care of himself. He takes care of his body. As a matter of fact, I came across the number that he spends upwards of $1 million a year in simply taking care of his body. They said that his home has basically become a gym, a place of health. He has biochemists working on his behalf, making sure that his body is in tip-top shape. Now, I know someone is saying that $1 million sounds like a lot of money. And if I had that kind of money, I would do the same thing. But I need you to think about this differently. Because he does those things, he has that kind of money. He didn't get the money first and start doing it. He took care of his body, not just at this point in his life, but throughout his career. So my question for you on today is, what is it that you're good at? What is it that you desire to be the greatest of all time at? And how are you investing in that? How are you investing in your mind? Maybe you're not a basketball player, but maybe you're a brilliant thinker. So how are you expanding your thought processes? Maybe you are not an actor, but maybe you are a phenomenal singer. How are you crafting and perfecting that gift? How are you investing in that? And that is what is most important. When we want to be good at something, we don't just wake up good. We wake up okay. We wake up decent. We wake up, maybe we can carry a tune. And I'm just throwing these out for example. But to be the greatest, to be beyond average, to be beyond mediocre, you have to do some things, and you have to do them consistently. You have to be what I like to call deliberate daily at the activities that will help you achieve your goals. As I was going across some of his articles, one of the articles actually said that he's paid to go to events, and sometimes he's late to those events. Why? Because he is taking care of his body. Taking care of his body today enables him to do what he desires and longs to do tomorrow. So when I look at this gentleman and I see him as a community activist, when I see what he's doing for the Boys and Girls Club, when I see what he's doing for the community in Cleveland or in Ohio, when I see what he's doing now on the basketball court, when I see what he's doing, all of those things in terms of investments, in terms of restaurants, when I see what he's doing, it's because he's taking care of him, and it enables him, it gives him the strength and the endurance to do what he's doing. And so again, my question to you, what are you doing so that you can be the greatest? What are you, and you know what? And let me just be honest here. There are people that says, I don't want to be the greatest. I just want to. Why settle? Why settle for just? Why settle for mediocrity? Change your mindset and change your life. I'm going to say that again. Change your mindset. Change how you think about what you just want to do. And change your life and do things that you've never dreamed of. Set some goals and work towards them. Who would have thought that a basketball player can carry the level of influence and impact that this gentleman has? And who's to say you can't as a cook? Who's to say that you can't as a mom? Who's to say that you can't as a corporate executive? But you have to set the goal, and you have to work towards it, and you have to invest in you to get there. And so who's in your space? How are you investing in you? How are you investing your time? Now, again, I mentioned he spends upward of $1 million a year taking care of his body, and his NBA salary, and let me just stress that again, NBA salary is about $33 million a year. That's just from NBA, right? But so what you really do, if you think about that, those of us that don't like math, if you run the numbers, what you'll find is that he is really investing less than 5% of his income into his craft. So think about how much you make a year. And now ask yourself, are you investing 5% of your time in being the best you? Are you investing 5% of your money in being the best you? Are you investing 5% of your energy in being the best you? Those are the things that we have to think about as we're seeking to live a life empowered. And sometimes we make the money and we say, yes, I'm making the investment. But are they sound investments? Will they generate the return that we're expecting? As much as I love getting my nails done, and as much as I love getting my hair done, those are not the things that will make me successful. They do work along with my knowledge. It does work along with my experience. It does work along with my circle of influence. It does work along with many things, but those things alone don't do it. So when you say that you're investing, what are you investing in? And sometimes we say, well, we just need our me time. And that's very true. We need that too. But you need me time to help me grow. So what are you investing to help you grow? And yes, I'm a girl, so I get it. We don't always want to be learning. Sometimes we just want to have a day off and just hang out. Absolutely, I get it. But when that supersedes the time that you're investing to make you great, please understand, in the long run, you're really reducing the time that you have to just hang out. And so today I just wanted to share with you these four things I'll say. The first thing when we talk about living life empowered is understand your priorities. Is it really important to you? And like Mr. James, and I've seen him on several different interviews, he says with all the stuff that he's doing, playing the game is his passion. That's what he loves to do. And I am not one that's caught up on just doing what you're passionate about. I'm also concerned about doing what you're good at. I'm also concerned about you perfecting your gift, because guess what? Living out your purpose happens in several different ways. But understand your priorities. The second thing is invest your time in you. Read a book. Read something that will challenge your mind. Get around some people and don't talk, but listen. Absorb some things. Hear different perspectives, diverse thoughts and ideas. The third thing, invest your money. Go back to school. It doesn't have to be a 4-year. Go back and get a certificate. Go back for some continuing learning. Go back and get more. Get hungry for knowledge. My favorite book says that the people perish for the lack of knowledge. Go get some. And then use it, of course. And then the last thing that I want you to know is that once you understand your priorities, once you begin to make investments in using your time as well as using your money, and you make wise investments, I need you to understand that it will pay off. It will pay off. And so, this is Celeste Cuffy. Here are your 15 minutes of living life empowered. But I know that I haven't exactly told you yet what the life empowered moment is. And here it is. Invest in you. Make good investments in you. So, thank you so much for spending this time with me on today. Again, please feel free to visit my website, www.celestecuffy.com. Feel free to reach out if you have questions, 414-939-5327. Feel free to email me, lifeempowered@celestecuffy.com. I am looking forward to hearing from you and interacting with you and helping you grow to be the best you possible. So, with that said, please do not hesitate. Please live a life empowered. Take care. Goodbye.